everybody, welcome back. It's Tash here. I will be doing a new foundation today that I am testing. It is actually the Kiko Milano foundation, full coverage 2-in-1. So stick around for that. We'll jump into that in just a minute. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today and being part of the family. I am so grateful for all of you and so happy to have you part of everything. For those of you that are new here, welcome. My name is Tasha, and typically on my channel I do all things makeup. Please consider clicking the subscribe button and joining the family. And so let's go ahead and jump into this foundation wear test. It is about 9:52 in the morning, and so once I get this all on and checked in, I will kind of give you the time. But I ordered this off of Ulta. So this is the Kiko Milano Full Coverage 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer in the shade WR10. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Ulta website where I ordered it from real quick, and let's read the claims. So it says that this works on the skin by hiding and minimizing all blemishes and leaving a second skin effect. It says that it is supposed to be a long-lasting satin matte finish, ideal for normal to oily skin. And I typically have kind of dry combination skin. So we'll see how that works for me, especially on some of the drier areas. It is supposed to be a dual action formula. So again, that foundation and that concealer. So let's go ahead and open it up. It actually is, which I do not enjoy, and I didn't realize when I bought it, a doe foot applicator. And so there is the shade. It is just a smidge light and kind of warm for me, hence the WR10, but there were only certain shades and I was getting it while it was on sale. So we're gonna go ahead, let me grab a beauty blender. I will not put a primer on because we wanna see how this actually wears on its own, and we'll kind of go from there. I have done all of my skincare already. I am going to go ahead and get us scooted in just a little bit closer while I apply everything. And then today I figured I would also add into the try on is the Real Her Dream So Big. This is one of the palettes that I got in the recent BoxyCharm. So we'll try that out. Again, I think I did do some looks and some swatches, but there is the shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this mirror. And I typically put a little bit of the foundation on the back of my hand, especially when I have a doe foot that I'm using, just so I don't know, I'm not a big doe foot person. I would much rather a pump, and I'm sure that you could buy a pump to put on here. I guess they do this because it's supposed to be 2-in-1 concealer and foundation. So let me get scooted in real quick. So here I am a little bit closer. I have some on the back of my hand. I am just gonna go ahead and pick it up with a sponge, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start working it in. You know, I do enjoy Wayne Goss. I think that he is amazing. He has some really great techniques. I am gonna go ahead and put this everywhere, under eyes, because it's supposed to be the 2-in-1 concealer. I wanna see how it performs under my eyes, everything. I do typically like a lighter under eye for brightening, but we'll try and do that with the powder just to see how all of this works. Anyways, as I was saying, one of the things that he says about foundation is, particularly with a beauty blender, that you should spend like 6 minutes bouncing it in. I don't think I have ever taken 6 minutes on my foundation before, at least just, you know, like bouncing it into the skin. I've always been interested to see if that would actually work. Okay, as I'm putting this on, I do notice right away that this dries very quickly, and it feels very drying already. So I will be interested to see how this works. It does seem to be giving pretty good foundation. It says full coverage. I don't know that this is full coverage off the bat. I've already used all of that off of my hand, and I still do not have all of the areas, like my forehead's not done. So I'm going to go ahead and, although I hate it, put it on with this just so I can get it in the areas that I need. It does have a smell. I don't know what it reminds me of something, but I don't know that I really can put my finger on it. It smells like chemically and florally at the same time a little bit. This isn't an awful color now that I have it all over. Again, it is just a little bit warm for me. A little bit of golden when I am not. I am going to put a little bit right here to get my eye area, since it says that it's a concealer too. Okay, so foundation is kind of all applied. It is still a little tacky, although it is drying very quickly. Again, I don't think this is full coverage. I do think, like on my nose is where a lot of my redness is. I do think you can still see that peeking through just a smidge. I do also feel like it is, and again, I don't have a primer on, but it is settling into my wrinkles as well as my texture already, and I have literally just applied it. You guys watch me put it on. So we'll see how that goes through the day. Like I said, it is a satin matte finish, so for people who have drier skin, may not be the one to get. But we're just putting this on, so let's give it some time and see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and go put the rest of my face on. I will let you know if I have to set it, and then I will be back to check in and give you the time that everything's kind of done. So I'll be right back. Okay, I know it is quite a bit later. Unfortunately, my battery died. I charged it just enough so that I could get a quick kind of a jump in here. It is 10:44. I have everything applied, so it's not been that long of a time. Makeup is done. I have on some of the Real Her eyeshadows mixed with a couple of others. I do have Urban Decay lipstick on. I actually have e.l.f. blush and bronzer on, and I did have to set my face. I used the number 7, and then I did Laura Mercier brightening under eye powder. It has only been, I officially had everything done at 10 o'clock. It has only been about 45 minutes, and I can tell you already that looking, oh, I don't know what I did with my mirror, but anyways, looking at my under eye, I am already not a fan. Some of the foundation is already wearing off underneath there and just looks a little yuck. The rest of my face, not so bad yet, but we'll check in. I will check in later after a couple of hours and kind of let you know how it's going. Okay, I'll be back. Hey everybody, I am back. It is 5:15, so my foundation here we go, about 5:16. My foundation has been on for about 7 hours. Set for about 7 hours, put it on, got all of my face set at around a little after 10 this morning. And so I wanted to come and do a final check-in, kind of give you my thoughts overall about the foundation and kind of what I've been feeling through the day, what I think. And so this is doing the review for the Full Coverage 2-in-1 Foundation by Kiko Milano. I did not say this when I opened it up. I did say that it was the doe foot, but it actually is a glass bottle. So I know some people really like glass bottles. Some people prefer plastic so that they don't break. Just keep that in mind. It is a glass bottle. And overall, I don't mind the foundation. I am using this without a primer. And I do have to say, and I said this even when I put it on, that all of my pores and my lines, it has definitely sunk into. I do think that it's also oxidized just a little bit. In certain places, it's just darker and doesn't look as nice. It is definitely started to break down right around my nose, and you can see that it's coming off, particularly around there. And under my eyes, I hate it. I think it looks awful. It accentuates all of the wrinkles without covering any of the darkness that I have underneath there. So I definitely would not use it as a 2-in-1, but I will wear this again. I did not think it was uncomfortable. It is fairly lightweight, although you can feel that you have makeup on. It's not super heavy or cakey or anything like that. I do think that it wore very well though. Otherwise, I don't think that it's worn off, and I was actually laying down because I've had a migraine. I haven't felt the best. So I have been laying down. I even fell asleep for a while, and it is still overall there, which is pretty impressive for a foundation. I think I would definitely use something that, if you have dry skin, is more hydrating and also that will blur and fill in those pores and lines and those kind of things. And I think that that would help this a ton. I have a couple that I'll try it with and see what I think about that to kind of give a better overall review, and I will update it in the description below. But overall, I haven't touched my makeup since this morning at all. Nothing, not lipstick, not eyes, not anything. And it doesn't look awful. It really doesn't. You can see I was laying on my eye right here, and so some of the wing has kind of gone away, and that's my fault from laying down. But overall, I think it looks good. Let me know if anybody else has tried this foundation. What are your thoughts? Did you enjoy it? Would you buy it again? I think I will definitely wear it again. I don't know that I definitely know it's not my favorite foundation. Drop me a line, let me know what you guys think. Thank you again so much for joining me. I loved having you here with me. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.